What's going on, baseball fans? Jeremy Laracuente here, continuing our series on the top 6 free agents and their top 5 landing spots. Today we will be looking at the case of Freddie Freeman and his 5 most likely landing destinations. But before we do that, make sure you keep it locked in here to the Baseball Banter Broadcast by hitting that subscribe button down below. And if you want to tell me where Freddie Freeman's most likely landing spot is, you can also leave that down in the comments. But let's get on into this list. When we look at the number 5 team on my list, and this is in no particular order, it's the Los Angeles Angels. When we look at the LA Angels, they need to solidify themselves as a serious threat during the prime years of Mike Trout's career. Over the last couple of seasons, he has been very much an injury-prone player. And this is an opportunity for them to kind of ease the tension and ease his weight and his bearings and the load that he has to endure by being their star player, by bringing in another superstar like Freddie Freeman. When you have a player like Freddie Freeman, Mike Trout, and Shohei Ohtani, that is a dangerous 3-4-5 combination. Adding a guy like Freddie Freeman can help the Angels try to get back to the postseason. Now, as we look at the number 4 team on my list, it is that of the Texas Rangers. Now, the Rangers are in a very unique situation. I think bringing in a guy like Corey Seager really brings some excitement to the fan base. And if you pile that and join in Freddie Freeman, obviously the best free agent superstar in the first base market in 2022, now you really have a team that's super exciting going into the 2022 campaign. What the Rangers will need to do to be able to bring Freddie Freeman in is going to be matching the contract of Corey Seager, if not more so, in my opinion. I think that Freddie Freeman is a stud of a superstar at the first base position. Defensively, offensively, this is a real franchise-altering player, and you're going to have to offer franchise-altering money in order to make him sign. Now, looking at the 3rd team on my list, it is that of the Milwaukee Brewers. I think Milwaukee is in a unique position because they have a very entertaining team, and there's an opportunity for Milwaukee to kind of surprise some people in 2022. If you sign Freddie Freeman, this is a player who will change the course of your franchise and give you an opportunity to really put yourselves at the heart of the favorites discussion each and every single year. Now, Milwaukee being more of a small market team, it will take a lot more for them to be able to bring in a player of Freddie Freeman's ilk in terms of a contract being signed. But when we look towards the end of the lockout, we know that a new CBA will be put into place that may not have the same kind of financial restraints on teams as they currently are dealing with the luxury tax threshold. Bringing in a guy like Freddie Freeman will cost big money, but for a team like Milwaukee to get back to the postseason as a favorite could be all the more worth it. As we look at the 2nd team on my list, it is that of the New York Yankees. I think New York is in a very strange position. They've been looking at Luke Voit, but there's some questions as to whether or not he can remain healthy, or whether or not the Yankee front office still views him as a viable candidate as their everyday first baseman. When you look at what Freddie Freeman would provide the New York Yankees, it is not just a power threat with the short porch in right field, but also someone who's going to consistently get on base and play excellent Gold Glove caliber defense. We have forgotten in the Bronx just how good a Gold Glove first baseman can make the rest of your team. The short time in the cameo that we would see from Anthony Rizzo, who is another Gold Glove caliber first baseman, it made the rest of the team look 10 times better. Bringing in a guy like Freddie Freeman, again, will cost big money for the New York Yankees, but it's not like they don't have it. Signing Freddie Freeman could really bring a new level of the evil empire back to the Bronx. Now, I say all of this almost as a preface to say I do not believe that Freddie Freeman will end up anywhere else but back with the Atlanta Braves. So they are my number 1 and most likely landing spot for Freddie Freeman. He's a Georgia boy, and I don't think that he leaves his hometown Braves. Yes, I think that it is going to take a lot of money, and I don't think that he's going to give them a, quote, hometown discount. But I think that Atlanta understands who and what they have with Freddie Freeman, and I believe he goes back to Atlanta. But again, let me hear your thoughts on this down in the comment section below. Let me know your feelings as to where he could end up, if not going back to Atlanta. If you disagree with my list, let me know that down in the comment section below as well, and we'll discuss it further. As always, keep it locked in here to the Baseball Banter Broadcast, as in 2022, it will be the year of the Triple B. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and keep it locked in. I'll catch you guys with the latest news, notes, and my personal thoughts, theories, and opinions on the game of Major League Baseball. Peace.